Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's of course another anime reacting video. Today we are getting into the next 3 episodes of Gintama, which, hold on, let me go check my episode guide real quick. I'm pretty sure it's the next 3 ones, episode 69, 70, and 71. Apparently those 3 episodes are going to be connected, which I think is, it probably isn't, but it feels like it's been a while since we've had, episodes that, connect to each other. It's mostly been, like, one-offs. But I'm excited to get more Gintama either way. You know what I mean? Then upcoming in the future, we've got 76 to 81. Good God, 6 episodes. I'm probably gonna split it in half. 3 episodes. You know what I mean? But by the way, as always, if you enjoy Gintama, make sure to press that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Also helps me know that you like this series. With that all being said, as always, link down in the description below will take you to BitChute, where you will find the full-length, uncut reaction to these 3 episodes. You can go there, watch the reactions, come back to YouTube, where you can watch the discussion for each episode. Man, I both loved and hated this episode. I loved it because we've gotten to another serious portion, and it's gonna be up until episode 71, which is so cool, and already I'm loving it. Best part of the episode: scared Gintoki trying to get Kagura to come with him in the in the middle of the night because he was scared. That was adorable, but really interesting how they're doing a sort of as I said, iRobot, Chobits, and to a much lesser extent, Detroit Become Human, because I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I played through it multiple times. It's not very good. I'm sorry. But that's always an interesting concept, about how robots can be more than just like emotionless machines, which, by the way, that's right. That was something that happened recently in Eden Zero. I watched that recently. That's crazy. But anyway, man, I don't even know where to start. But the reason I hate it is because there's so many questions and absolutely none of them got answered, because they'll be answered in the next 2 episodes. So now it's just kind of hard to discuss it, because it's like, well, first of all, it's hard to discuss it because I don't have all the information, and second of all, even if I did try to make predictions and stuff, they're probably gonna be wrong, and it would probably just be easier to just keep watching to see what happens. But let's see. I think, okay, so we still don't know the exact thing behind it, but I want to see what sort of Gengai has to say about whatchamacallit, about the death of the guy, because as far as we know, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know that his the guy he knew, because they were, I don't think they might have been friends. Making such a fragile machine. That fellow still hasn't changed, still up to no good. Makes me think maybe the backstory of the professor that was killed. You know what it just occurred to me? Mega Man. There were 2 professors with different ideas on robots. That might be a possible thing. I don't know. I'm not super huge into Mega Man, but I know about that, at least a little bit about that. But it makes me think, how long has this professor guy been wanting to be a robot, like he said? And is that just because he wants to live longer? Or is that for another reason? Is it because he doesn't want to feel... Is it less of like a robot in like a physical sense and more like a robot in like an emotional sense where he doesn't feel pain? Is it that kind of thing? I don't know, but based on Gengai's dialogue, that fellow still hasn't changed, still up to no good. Makes me feel like, for whatever reason, this whole robot thing, becoming a robot, that, like what he said in the small flash of Tama's, I'm gonna call her Tama's memories of the professor, was him like really depressedly saying he wanted to become a robot without really expressing why, and he looked really pained. So again, I'm not really sure what it all could mean just yet, but it looked like he said he wants to become a robot, but it would seem, and it hasn't been explicitly stated, excuse me. I was confused on whether I want to say stated or said, but whatever. It's never explicitly said exactly what it was that this professor had made that she quote unquote stole. I feel like it's going to be an iRobot thing. I can't remember the exact plotline of iRobot, but I feel like I remember it had something to do with it being like a misunderstanding. Like the robot didn't kill its creator with murderous intent. It was something the creator asked for or something. I forget the plot of iRobot, but I feel like it's going to be a situation like that here, and based on what we've seen so far, I'll have to keep watching to get the like exact answer. But the thing he was developing that she stole and that he potentially gave to her to take away was that whole is the become human algorithm or whatever. Because when she was thinking about him, she knew that she couldn't feel emotion. And maybe that has to connect with why he said he wanted to become a robot, because, I know I said I shouldn't speculate because it'd just be easier to watch the next episode. But what if the guy that was with the two robots that attacked Yodazuya, he wanted to use the this emotion algorithm, is what I'll call it for now, to mass produce really marketable products to sell for profit. But he didn't want that. He wanted to make it so that he could have someone that he could care about or something like that. And maybe the design for the specific robot or whatever is similar to someone he knew, and that's why he did it. And then they killed him, the professor, the guy with the robots killed the professor so they could get it from him. But the robot already has it and is keeping it away from them, and she's being framed so they can have an excuse to hunt her down and get it. That's my current speculation on what's going on. But of course, I'll have to watch the next 2 episodes to see for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so this was another great episode. Got some answers to some questions. Some of my predictions are right, not great. One of my predictions was obviously wrong. That one being that the guy that was framing the murder wasn't the main villain. And even though he's not really evil or villainous per se, like he's gonna do some pretty evil things. I imagine maybe by the end of next episode, he's not gonna be evil anymore. He's gonna realize the error of his ways or something by implanting the seed or whatever into the robot that the dad's personality is in, and then they have like a heart-to-heart talk or something. I don't know, but either way, it's got me very excited. I'm just skimming through the episode, see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. This episode was amazing. I was not expecting some of these twists to happen, and I think what's so great about this episode is it's a good lesson on tunnel vision and not only not letting one thing consume you, but also not letting grief consume you or whatever. Because of his one-track mind of wanting to make his daughter smile, and I get his motivations because he's lost a lot. I can understand where he's coming from. This is another example of like fathers doing not so good things but with good intentions. This is like what, the third time? The first time being I think with fuck, now I'm not even remembering, but I know that with Kagura and Umibozu, and then now this one. There was another one before, wasn't there? Can't remember off the top of my head, but either way, yeah, it's a lesson on not letting things like completely take over you. You know what I mean? Because this whole situation now is because he was solely focused on trying to achieve immortality. I mentioned it before, but the whole Full Metal Alchemist reference with the transmutation circle, that is it. That is what is happening. Doing something that's taboo, making, basically artificially creating humans instead of like the normal way, or bringing back humans from the dead, type thing. And because that sort of corrupted him, and because he's like got like, I forget what the exact thing they said was, but it's like he's like a one-track mind robot now that just wants to turn everything into robots because he hates the pain that he feels. This is like it's Evangelion. Do you become the orange tang, where you live in a perfect world where no one can get hurt, or do you realize that despite getting hurt, it's okay to live, and it's the moments of not getting hurt that make going through all of the pain worth it, type things. You know what I mean? But jeez. I'm really excited to see, because the next episode's definitely going to be the climax. So, as always, the episode guide is completely on point. So let's get into the next. I say let's, but you've probably already seen. I don't know how most people watch these. I don't know if they watch one episode in the uncut and then come back to YouTube for the discussion for the episode, or they just watched all the episodes and then watch all the discussions in a row. That might be weird. Maybe I need to rethink how I do this, but I don't know. Watching a set of episodes and then doing a discussion if I'm doing like 2 episodes per video. I don't know, that seems weird to me. I feel like I'd forget a lot. But whatever. I'm gonna get into episode 71. Damn. I feel like I didn't talk very much, at least in this episode, which is probably isn't so bad. I was going to apologize, but then I realized it's probably not so bad, because then it clearly means that I'm just like, I'm so immersed or whatever, or like focused on watching the actual episode that I don't want to talk and ruin something or something. I don't know. Either way, these 3 episodes were amazing, and I said it in the discussion for the last episode. I'll say it again. Great message about actually like not letting or holding on to horrible feelings after losing someone, because losing someone is one of the worst things that can happen to anyone. It sucks. It really sucks. It can really ruin your life. But this is kind of like a good message of like, you even if it hurts, you have to go through the grieving process. What's the grieving process? It's like denial. I don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about, though. You have to go through that. You can't get hung up on any one single stage, because that could end up influencing your life for the rest of your life. And yeah, never reaching acceptance can really mess someone up when you're going through the stages of grieving. And that's kind of basically what happened, is he couldn't accept that his daughter had passed away, and that he couldn't keep her smiling and at his side forever. And what they mentioned in the actual episode, what it also came down to, is that he didn't want to be lonely. Okay, sorry, nothing else, just something on my mouth. But he didn't want to be lonely. On top of losing his daughter and not being able to like keep her alive and happy and whatever, he was also just scared of being alone. And I think what it wasn't explicitly said, but I think what made him like stop struggling when he was getting basically vaporized, what made it, because again it wasn't explicitly said, but I think what made him realize that was when he saw the maid bot that was heavily injured and also not even close to his daughter's original body. He realized, oh shit, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be alone, but everything I've been doing up so far has led to this like injured robot, looks nothing like my daughter but has my daughter's personality. I made this because I was scared of being alone. Maybe it's better I accept that it's over and that I stop like fighting it, type thing. You know what I mean? And it's still a really sad thing. And then it's kind of like once, oh, what the fuck? Never mind. Sorry. Something weird on my phone. Anyway, what was I saying? It's so hard to describe how I'm feeling about this. It was very, very good emotionally. Maybe it's just recency bias because I watched this earlier, but I might say I enjoyed these 3 episodes more than the Benny Zakura arc, which is already a tough sell because I know people have said it's not even the best serious arc in Gintama, but the fact that we got some great interactions and more learning into the actual history of Gintoki, Katsura, and Takasugi is one of the main reasons why I really enjoyed the Benny Zakura arc. That and like the whole philosophy or whatever about the moths being drawn to the flames and whatever, that was also really cool. But I think I think overall, in terms of like emotion, I felt like this one, in my opinion, was a lot stronger. I just, uh, it's hard to describe it, you know. I'm having a hard time articulating my feelings towards this. And hold on, let's go back. Let me go back to that one line just real quick. What was his? What was Gengai's exact line? So then, you already know how to deceive your feelings to live through the pain. Sorachi really teasing us with little hints and bits and pieces that will only truly make 100% sense once you actually get more into depth into Gintoki's past. Really teasing us here. God damn it, Sorachi. Why you gotta be why you have to be my currently one of my favorite like manga authors, and also my least favorite because of how much you're making me wait to hear more about Gintoki's past. But I guess until we actually get to that point, I'll have to suffer through the comedy, which, by the way, joke, I love the comedy in this series. Either way, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. So much, I'm having a hard time because a lot of how I feel about this is just like purely just like how it, like how it made me feel. So it's hard for me to articulate that, you know what I mean? But with that all being said, if you watched this video to the end, thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button to show me that you are interested in more Gintama. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a single upload in the future. Once again, thank you for watching. Peace.